Well, hello there, you awesome peoples. I go by Hooligan, and we're sitting at over 1,500 days survived in hardcore Minecraft. Haven't even popped a totem yet. Yeah, pretty sweet. And we're sitting in our big hole we dug, the future Citadel. It's kind of becoming a citadel. It's becoming a town, a city, a little bit. Anyways, in the last episode, we did a whole bunch of resource grinding and adventuring and quite a few little builds, but nothing too big and crazy. Now, we're flippity flopping it in this one. This one is all about the building, so strap in and buckle up. Now, to get this started, just like in the last episode, I did a little section at the beginning where I just picked some areas that were kind of gross that I didn't finish. And we're going to pick a section on this one just to warm our brains up. We're going to rock that out real quick, and then we're going to get to working on this very large city. Let's get to it. In today's segment of Finish What You Started, Nerd, we're working on our Iron Keep, our Iron Farm area. And in the last one, we did the little courtyard interior. Now, in this one, we want to add some walls to actually make it a gatehouse. Otherwise, it's not really a gatehouse. People could just walk around it, which is kind of the point of it being there. Anyways, so we want to add some walls. We want to add a little water gate right here. Now, we're going to extend that river out later, but for right now, that's where we're going to stop. And the surrounding area in front of it, we need some serious decoration. So we start terraforming it up. Now, what we want to put here is going to be a little dock, maybe a little warehouse, and we're not sure about some of the other things. But we'll just deal with that in a minute. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Otherwise, my brain will go absolutely insane and get fried. We do know we want a little wheat field here for the color pop. It'll look pretty sweet. Now it's time to make our area in front of the Iron Keep something that is appealing, or at least more appealing than it is right now. I don't know. It'll probably come out cool. We'll see. So we go ahead and start our dock idea up there. We still have a lot to do on that. We'll do that in a second. Right now, we're trying to get the rest of our terraforming done underneath the dock, because we kind of left it just a floating platform, and well, if you do catch a glimpse of it, it's pretty ugly. It's pretty ugly. So we start coming up with our dock idea, and we don't want this dock to be too big, but it would make sense that the castle would gather resources from this area, from the river. Now, on the other side of this river, I do want there to be a fishing village. Not in this episode, but it's in the plans for the future. And there was just way too much land right here, and the actual structure of the riverbed was just really weird, because it's actually a plains right there. It's not a river. That whole big lake is. I don't know why. The generation was just really funky. And right here, we're just going to whip up a little warehouse, and what I like to think of as like a little grain silo. We might change the roof of that a little bit later, but I'm not too worried about it right now. And here is that water gate, and we don't want to go too crazy with the details because we got other things to do. But for right now, we just want to get it to where it looks like it makes sense. And I wanted a little area where lumber is being collected to work on the castle, as well as some pathing, and that's just about it. Our area is filling up so quick. We have our town right there. We have our castle keep right here, where the walls are going to be extending very far and all the way around our entire mapped area. This wall here is going to extend over to that hill right there, and I'm going to build like a little custom mountain right there, but that's for later. That ain't for this episode or anytime soon. But this area right here, I think it came out pretty okay. Now, the area inside our little warehouse right here, it is empty. No, it's not done. The reason is I want to put a little micro farm in here. I'm going to figure out a way to make like a super composter. I don't know. I'll figure something out. There's going to be hoppers and mine carts and composters and whatever. That's what I want to do in there. But for right now, it can just stay blank because I don't really care that much right now. Now, over here, I think I want to get some of the resin, maybe even in this episode, and I think I want to put it on areas of this tree to make it look like fruit is growing on the trees. That's an idea. I don't know. I haven't really found a really use for the resin, especially the block anyways, because it is ugly. But maybe the resin itself could be cool. Yeah. And then we got our little cozy dock, and with a whole bunch of barrels and whatnot crap just laying around everywhere. And that's not just to clutter it up. It makes sense, because if that town or a town farther away or another kingdom is bringing in supplies by boat, this is where it will get dropped off. It makes total sense to me. And over there, that is going to be a fishing village. I want to make a cute little cozy fishing village. Maybe, I don't know, 6 to 8 small buildings. I think it's going to look really cool. But that ain't for right now either. The right here and now is all right here. Oh, yes, we have so much to do. We really should just shut up and get to doing it. But we do have one thing we want to go do really quick. And that is snatch our beacon from our key farm we built last episode. Yeah, I had a whole lot of fun building this. I really did. I really did. And honestly, I'll probably be doing some more chambers at some point, just because they're really fun to do to me. And our side mission while we're here is to bring First Recon Team here home. Yeah. But before we take this beacon, we're just going to snatch as much of this tuff as we can out of these walls. And then I'm pretty sure we literally have everything to start rocking on the city. Let's do this real quick. Activate super duper resource gathering mode. Now, we only brought 3 shulkers along with us because, well, our shulker game is kind of whack right now. It is not so good. We got so much random crap just shoved into shulkers, it's kind of ridiculous. But I don't have time to sort them right now, so it is what it is. Now, we also needed to get just a little bit of the calcite, but you know my ADHD, and, well, I just had to finish digging this whole thing out so we could expose all the budding amethyst. And listen to this symphony. What do you think, boys? Should I get some of those crystals while I'm here? I mean, I'm already here. Alright, you talked me into it. You guys did some solid fighting in here, my dudes. Let's get you guys home for some well-deserved R&R. How about a nice little weekend at the Sniffer Ranch for all your troubles? All expenses paid. Rest up, because we'll have some more fights for you pretty soon. It's time to put some work down on our Citadel, but it's April Fool's Day, and I'm really hoping that this here, you see those carrots? I'm really hoping that's part of the April Fool's Day shenanigans that Mojang's up to. Otherwise, I'm worried about my world. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. It can't be a coincidence. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that. I'm gonna get my shulker boxes right, my build game right, and then let's go put some work into this Citadel. Alright, we're ready to get this going. We got all this stuffs and more stuffs in here. And this is definitely an April Fool's joke, because watch this. Yeah, that's definitely April Fool's. Let's get going. I gotta say, that right there made a big difference. Made a big difference. And I think we're going to start off with the keep area. Should fill in a big portion of our city and let us figure out where we want to put the rest of the crap. Let's go. We should probably just go down here and get our beacon going before we start this. Save us some time later. This doesn't seem like a smart idea. Let's do it anyways. Okay. Oh my, do we have an insane amount of work to get done in this episode. Now, we got building on building on building to get done. And, well, if that's what you came for, you're in the right place. Now, here, I'm going to ask you guys to do me a favor and just bear with me for a minute here with these colors. You see, my whole idea here is I'm trying something a little different. This whole entire Citadel, the foundation of it is going to be completely grayscale. That is what I am going for. Now, but it's not going to stay that way. So here's where the bear with me part comes in. And then we're going to come in and we're going to add buildings, color pops, and just break everything up with other blocks. But I do want the walls and all of the foundation, at least of the upper Citadel portion of the build, to be completely grayscale. And I want that on purpose because I think it's really going to contrast well. Like, see those apartments up there and how good they contrast with the gray? Oh, I love it. I love it. And we're going to be using so many different colors. It's going to be awesome. So we start getting some plots set up for new buildings. And we wanted a staircase going all the way down so we can access our slime farm and our skeleton spawner. And we wanted to just bridge that off anyways to the lower level. Everything in here, I want multiple connecting walkways and whatnot throughout the entire build. And right here is going to be a really, really cramped residential area. I want tons and tons of houses in this little section, and the houses are going to change the farther they go down. The upper section is going to be mostly larger, elaborate houses, like that's where the wealthy dwarven empire residents live. And as we go down, it's going to be like middle class, lots of cramped buildings, but still pretty fancy. And then as we reach the bottom, we want it to become more, more basic, more rural, where the dwarven workers are living and where the farms are happening and all that other whatnot. But yeah, we get our canvas set up and we add another arch into our little build too. We still have only one more arch to do. I guess the bridge is kind of an arch too, so we need to finish that up. But our canvas is starting to look good. Okay, our plan is coming together, and I'm really starting to vibe with it. Now, we got some plots for houses and all that set up already, and I think we're going to add a few more jutting out houses and some other bland gray areas. We'll deal with that later, though. Right now, we're still getting our canvas set up, because the reason we stopped right here to talk for a second is because we need to figure out how far we want to taper this off. How much of a slant do we want going into the big, the industrial section of the city, and then how much more do we want to come down with the walls? Because if we go down with the walls and end up just digging it out anyways, we just waste a bunch of time. So we need to figure out how far up we want to dig this out here, as well as how we want to dig this section out here. We definitely want to expose that geode and do something with it. I don't know what yet. And over here, we'll probably leave that alone. And on the sides of the castle keep area as well. We also need to figure out what we want to keep down here and what we want to elevate and bring up, because we want to utilize all these natural caves, but now it's time to figure out how and why. So that's what we got to do. All right, well, let's do it. Our grind is almost done to where we can actually get to the fun part of the building, which is the actual building and not just digging. I don't mind digging, but I'm ready to be done with it. And right here where we're digging out is what I'm planning is going to be like the market area of the Dwarven city. Now, that could change. I don't really know yet, but that is what I am planning. And we have several farms we want to put in this city as well. Like the little water pool over there, I'm going to make that into a glow squid farm. And we have several other farms planned. Some of them they're going to go in the existing buildings we've already put in, and we've made plots for other ones. Now this geode here, it looks so awesome once it's dug out and exposed, and I don't know if I'm going to hang that from the ceiling or make that as like the top of like maybe like the Dwarven Inn, make it look all mystical. I don't know yet, but it's going to be something. I can't not use it. It's too awesome. And putting our last walls in on this side, well, close to last. I mean, there's still going to be a little bit more, but we're getting really close to the ground, which is super duper exciting. And right here, can you guess what's going to go here? It's going to go around the pillar. It's going to be nice and fiery. Yeah, that's going to be a lava lake. I'm going to need to get a whole lot of lava buckets to make that happen, though. And I wanted a little bridge coming off the tower itself across the lava lake. And that will give us access to our slime farm and our skeleton farm. So that's pretty sweet. All right, you starting to see the vision yet? We just have that one more bridge right there to do, and the underneath of that one, and then we're pretty close to not having to pillar up to build. Now, what do we have going on? Well, we got our floor fairly planned out. Over there's pretty much ready to go. Over here, we're thinking maybe it's going to be like a business district, and really industrial, forges, things like that. We'll figure that out in a little bit. And right there is already set in stone, literally. That is going to be the entrance to a trade hall specifically for masons. Makes sense, right? Everything in here is stone. That's where we're going to go to buy all our fancy terracottas and whatnots. We're going to bring all them villagers we have in that hole over at the starter town over at Hillcrest, and we're going to put them in there. And we might go ahead and just lose a few of them that have duplicate trades and try some more villagers for various other terracottas. Because we got several that gave like ones I didn't want, like nothing but glazed and whatever. Yeah, I don't want glazed terracotta. I don't want it. It's so ugly. And as Editor Hooligan said, this is going to be a lava lake. Every piece of granite around this pillar represents where we're going to put a bucket of lava. That means I need a lot of lava. Yeah, I don't know if I want to make that many trips. No. So we want to put a lava farm in here at some point anyways, so we're going to go get about a shulker's worth of lava, and we're going to make a temporary farm. And as we finish this building, we'll just, as it fills up, we'll just grab it and put it in those places. And it's going to look pretty cool when it's done. And I think we might even like run a river like through here into the lake and then maybe out that side again. I think that would look pretty cool too. But we need to go on a little adventure break because I need a break anyways, honestly. I need to go resupply my rockets. I need to get a shulker's worth of lava. And I don't know. We might do something else, or we might just jump right back into the grind. We'll figure it out. Our potion box is still doing pretty good. We might need to refill it up soon, but for this little adventure, we'll bring along a couple night vision and some fire resist. And we're going to need to repair that dude. Oh, yeah. What's up, Snowflake? Everything cool around here? No troubles? All right, you keep up the good work. I'll bring you a fishy. This is not where my gunpowder is. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm going to need to get some more gunpowder soon, too. I got things to blow up in the future. That'll do. I absolutely love this little area in here. First things first, we got to repair our tools up. Okay, tools are all repaired, and the reason I mentioned that we're going to need to get a whole lot more gunpowder soon is I need to finish working on this nether hub soon. I want a bigger hole to fly through. For now, let's go get our lava. I got 30 buckets. That should do. Yeah, that'll do just fine. I'll get a little bit of magma just for decoration. Buddy, I'm busy here. I wonder if this farm has any magma in it. Not much. Not much. But that should do. I think we got some more back home anyways. Now I need 30 dripstone and pointed dripstone and, well, 30 cauldrons. I think I may already have that stuff. Oh, definitely. Oh, barely on this, though. It'll be enough for now, though. This might actually be one of the farms going in the Citadel. Yeah, definitely. We're going to get a pointed dripstone farm. And, of course, we'll hit up our keep gatehouse for the iron, because we have literally, like, infinite. I seriously love this farm. Oh, yeah, we have way more than this also. This farm has been cranking since day 10. And, well, they're actually going to be doing a tutorial on it. It may even be out by the time this video comes out or before it. I suggest you check it out because it'll definitely make you happier in your world. Well, let's go get this done. I need to get me some lava going. For right now, we'll just put it right here. If it looks cool enough, we might even just leave it here as our permanent lava farm. You know, as we're building this, we're thinking maybe we make this the industrial side of the city. We could even put a super smelter right next to it. It would make total sense. It'd be fuel forever. All right, cool. Just in the time to build that, we already got 4 filled up. This should fill this lake up pretty quick. And I might even put some type of roof on this, make it like a little, I don't know, it's going to be a market anyways. Would it be unreasonable that this dude's manufacturing and selling lava? Sounds weird, but this is Minecraft. I can do whatever I want. And the reason I put down granite as like a placeholder is, instead of just leaving it open, is because, well, lava, when you start placing it down, it's hard to tell where the source blocks are. So as we delete a block, we place the lava, and eventually it'll all be full. Just like that. But we'll be doing this over time while we're working on other things. 1,604 days, and we've gotten some pretty good progress in. Now, as we've been thinking about this more and more, we could just combo this with like a forge right here and a super smelter right here, and it would make sense that it would be in the market, because then the market can be right here, and we might even put like a dripstone farm right there. Just a heavy business area of the city. And I think I want to get that going first before we finish these walls. So this farm and the dripstone farm will be working while we work on the rest of it. So I need to go get some villagers to give me some redstone real quick. Yeah, I know. I'm a little all over the place right now, but it'll all come together. Trust me. And I got 2 villagers stashed inside that windmill just for this. Also, we should probably take a minute a little bit later and put our villager breeder villagers back inside. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think the reason my breeder broke is because I normally would take these guys out of here and move them right away. I left these guys in here, and I think it messed up the registration for the beds for the other ones. That's my theory. I don't know if it's true or not. All right, my dudes, I will need some redstone. Can you help me out? Thank you. Can you reset, please? And I don't think I will need to cure these guys. I can't really think of anything they would have that I would care about getting cheap. You stay here. I'll build you a little, I don't know, something later. That should do, and I have all my rails and redstone stuff in another box over back at the Citadel. So let's go do this. I'm not procrastinating here. I'll deal with those guys in a little bit. We pretty much have everything we need, and I think we're going to put our super smelter on this side with the output chest right about here. Or maybe like right here, because we'll be covering most of this right here up anyways, and that'll allow me to like shape the smelter, the lava farm, and like a little forge right here all into one cool industrial building. I think that's the plan. And then maybe we run a river along here into the lava pool, and then with a little bridge, and over here we'll have the market stalls right here, all that stuff, and a dripstone farm right here. Well, let's get to it. I'm excited for this. I really, really, really love building farms. We start whipping up our super smelter, and it's going to be so handy for making up mostly just cracked brick, especially for building the floor of our city here. Now, this is not my design, and it's a very old design. I have no idea who originally came up with this. I usually like to try to give people credit if I know who. I got no clue. Our super smelter is done, and we already ran a bunch of blocks through it, and we started placing our lava because, well, these are all filled up, so we started placing them. You probably won't see me do a whole lot of this lava lake. You might catch glimpses of it, but I have to do it whenever they're full and let them refill, so that'd just be crazy to try to make a time lapse of doing that. Now, as far as our little build here, it's pretty simple. Just a bunch of rails across a bunch of hoppers and whatnot. Now, this right here gets filled up with coal, and we'll put a bunch of extra coal in here for storage. And we put the items we want to smelt up in here. And it's done pretty good so far. Yeah, we just ran this through while we were decorating it up. And with everything in our build, we start placing down plots. And I chose this one for a little weird housing section because this little area right here, the way it transitions from the diagonal into this to the cave, it just didn't feel right to just pile it with tough blocks. So we're going to put some type of houses right here. And now it's time to whip up our dripstone farm. We're going to do that and probably smash all these walls in just really quick. Now, we are literally seconds from finally getting to build in our city and not just do walls. I've been doing walls for so freaking long. I'm betting this episode might be like a 300-day episode. I don't really know. But we have plans for so many farms, so many houses. Some of them houses might even contain some of the farms. And some of them are just going to be mock houses. Some of them are not going to have interiors. There's going to be well, they're going to be fake. They're going to be very fake. Some of them, not all of them. And we go ahead and put our last bridge in. We have a little touch up to do on the bridge on the other side, but we ain't too worried about that. With these walls finally getting done and our plots lined out, we can finally start building cool stuff, and I am ready to do it. Let's go. First up, our lava farm needs a whole lot of decorations, and we're going to be harvesting this lava and putting it in the lake and a little river as we do this. Now, our whole idea with this specific one is we want to tie three things together. I had mentioned it before. I know it's probably the third time I've said it. We want the forge, the smelter, and the lava farm to all be one structure, and it came out pretty cool. Now, we start building our dripstone farm, and I'm going to tell you right now, I mess it up. So I wanted to make it like a U shape where they all funnel around into one chest, but for some reason, even though all the redstone was hooked up, it didn't work. Like, only some of the pistons were activating, and my brain says they should have all been activated. And I just was like, whatever, I don't really care that much. I'll just make two separate dripstone farms in there and just fun them all together with hoppers. Whatever. It came out just fine. And we start adding our river towards the lake. Oh, this is going to be so cool when it's done, but it's going to take a while. With the majority of the walls in, we can finally start finding our flow, just putting this city together. We start laying out tons and tons of plots. And most of these plots, we know exactly what we want to go there, like what they're going to look like. Now, the other ones are just rough plots that we'll just figure it out. I like doing that. I like just throwing on a plot and seeing if I can make it work. Most of the time it works. Sometimes it doesn't. We just adjust as we go. Now, we are going to be over 200 days just in this episode alone by the time we're done with this little segment here. So I'm going to tell you right now, there's probably going to be one more episode involved in finishing this city. But it won't be a long one. It'll probably be a little bit shorter because we're getting so close. Now, as far as the floors go, we want to go with brick and granite with a little bit of green pops. And we're going to be using some of the pale moss to border some of the weird spots out. Now, I'm going to shut up for a minute, rock this segment out, and I'll be back in a second. 1,720 days, and oh my gosh, this was so much work, and we're still not even done. And also, it's so deep and bright down here that you don't even know it's nighttime unless you look up. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I'm really surprised I haven't got a creeper dropped on my face yet. Been a couple zombies, no creeper. Let's take a look at where we're at so far. Now, I added some cages in here, and the reason I did that, I like the idea that the dwarves themselves would be utilizing the denizens of the deep, of the caves, to their advantage. So we captured ourselves a slime and named him Slimer because I'm so super original with names. Yeah, and we want to get 2 more in here, but we want those to be the medium slimes. And then over here, I think we want to put an iron golem in here. Iron golem, whichever one it is, I don't know. Because I like the idea that they would be using contraptions, especially mechanical contraptions. When I think of dwarves, I think mechanical as well. And I made up some name tags, and then the slime disappeared, so we'll have to wait for that. We also whipped up a little glow squid farm. It's working pretty good. I still have a little bit of competition from caves in here, but we got 20 ink already, I think. Yeah. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. I'm not going to use that much of it. By the time I come in here looking to actually use it, there'll probably be several stacks. And we still need to decorate this portion up a little bit. It'll be pretty quick. And this is the south gate to the caverns. This opens up into all the big open cave systems surrounding the Citadel. We still have more to explore in these caves too. And the whole idea through this city is tons and tons of cramped corridors, at least at the bottom. That is what we are going for. That is our vibe. And I think it's coming together. And our forge area is looking really cool. I really love this lava lake, or the river, and the lake. The lake and the river. Very, very much so. And we still need to decorate up in here, but our dripstone farm has been doing pretty decent. We even used some of it because we ran out of regular dripstone and didn't feel like going back and buying it from the villagers. And since it's nighttime, there's something I need to do that's been long overdue. Oh, our starter town at night looks awesome. Alright now, dudes, if I put you back in this breeder, are you going to stay there? Huh? Let's find out. And let's get these guys out of here. Okay, they're both back in there. Okay, now I hope they stay in there this time. What do I do with you two? As far as you two guys, I think you're going to go in the little chapel section of the castle. Yeah, you're going to live there forever. Let's go put you there. We're not going to build your home just yet, but you're going to get stashed again. Yeah, just deal with it. Can I fly with these? Well, let's try. I cannot. But can I glide them from the roof? Okay, that was actually pretty cool. All right, my dudes, we're just going to get a temporary box right here. But that little experiment worked out well. Here's a nightlight. I'll be back soon. And these guys are actually staying in there. That worked out pretty well. I probably shouldn't have used solid blocks because they almost died when I tried to pillar up. However, all these masons I got down here, I currently got 9 of these guys, and they're not all going to make the cut. But that little experiment we just did means if I just do a bunch of scaffolding, like, I don't know, like 100 blocks up in the air, pull them all the way up there, I should be able to glide them over 2 by 2 all the way to the Citadel. Yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. Yep, you got dripstone. We're keeping you. And you got brown terracotta. Looks like you two are the first ones up. Go on, boys. You too. Get in there. Go. I don't think this is tall enough to make it all the way there, though. But we can try. Alright, so not quite. We're just going to need some more scaffolding. Hopefully nobody eats those villagers while I'm getting it. This is very weird. Hey, there we go. We're going to make a little temporary area to house these dudes. All right, temporarily, they'll be safe in here. Shouldn't be too hard to whip up a little trading hall in here, but I ain't doing that right now. Right now, I just want to get them all over here. Now, if we stack this scaffolding with the other scaffolding, then we should be able to fly all the way to the Citadel. Ooh, you got yellow. We're keeping you. Yeah, we already have a gray dude. Ooh, but this guy's got gray and brown. We're keeping him too. All right, now at this point, I can't see how we don't make it. Very nice. And I'm going to have to section these guys off, otherwise they're going to start spawning iron golems. Ooh, here's our opportunity to get the little guys in the cage. Come on, little dudes. Can they fit through this hole? Ooh, they can. Can they fit through that hole? There we go. And we'll go with Trevor. And Corey. No, that's cool. Yeah, we might as well get this dude in here too. Yeah, I'm digging this little idea here. Anyways, are any of the other villagers worth bringing over? I don't think they have very good trades. Now, these other 5 villagers, their trades just simply do not make the cut. They kind of suck. But I'm going to give them a chance, all right? You hearing me, buddy? If you can make me some babies that do have good trades, I'll give you an honorary place in the Citadel. If not, well, we're going to have a very awkward talk. We'll deal with the rest of those guys later, though. We got work to do over here. We're running out of time, but I want to get as much done as I can. Now, it seems like we're almost done with this city, but realistically, with all the houses we have to put here and the walls and the details into here, like I want to add patches of rooted dirt with hanging roots coming down, maybe some of those gray vines, the pale moss vines, things like that. Well, we still probably got about 30 hours left of work to do in this thing. But I still got a little bit of gas in my tank for this episode, and then we're probably going to call it quits. But let's see what we can get done. I think I want to focus on getting the walls done here and see if we can't get the rest of the city built up to the entrance to that tunnel. And we'll see what we can do. Now, things are starting to look pretty cool. We still have a ton of work to do. I'm not sure exactly how much more we have to do as far as time-wise, but we still got more to do. We did go ahead and do a little bit of planning over here. Let me show you. All right, so as far as over here, we only wanted to go so far back, and we're going to have to taper this off. We kind of stopped planning a little bit because we started placing plots right here and realized that this is going to come down right into them, and we didn't really want that, so we'll figure that out later. Now, that building right there, I'm not sure if it's going to be an inn or some type of other structure. I'm not sure, but it's going to be a big structure doing something with that. Don't know yet, but it's going to be. And of course here we'll have an entrance to our mega trade hall for all our masonry needs. Some type of big building here. I'm thinking maybe like a dwarven library. That could be pretty cool. And I'm not sure what this building here is going to be yet. I'm not sure if it's going to be functional. It might just be a mock building with like a little arch right here going over this lava right here. But something's going to go here. And as far as this space goes, oh, you'll never believe this. I have no idea yet. Nope, not a clue. Not a clue. And then we got our staircase that's going to connect up through there. It's not fully pathed yet, but we're kind of just trying to get an idea of how it's going to be laid out. And I think this right here breaks that building up pretty good. Yeah, it was looking weird until I put that in. But now here's the thing. With nearly 250 days spent on this episode, I'm tapped out. And I don't just mean that mentally. I am. I need to revamp my brain for a minute and then come right back at it. But we're tapped out resource-wise. All our regular tough is gone. Most of our woods are gone. Yeah, we need to go resupply. So I need to go sort this ridiculous shulker monster, resupply all my build boxes, and get ready for the next section of the grind. Now, I will say that the next section of the grind is going to be much, much smoother, because we have plots lined up everywhere. Oh, I'm excited to do that section. Super, super cramped, tons and tons of buildings all put together. That's going to be a lot of fun. And while we might add a couple more areas in when we're done, like just a buildings right here or whatnot, all our plots are pretty much laid out. And besides that, once we get this done down here and our plots, all we have left is the actual castle, which actually should go pretty quick. But for right now, I'm done with this one, dudes. Yeah, I need about 12 hours of a break, spend a little chill time just sorting boxes, watch a movie, and then I'm coming right back into it. Now, here I will promise you, it's been over 2 weeks since I posted a video. The next one will be out much sooner. This one just took forever, and well, with spring break and holidays and tornadoes and storms, yes, I got set back big time. Yeah, I'm not trying to make excuses, just saying. But I truly enjoy you all watching. It means so much to me. I love doing this content. I absolutely do. And I'll be getting to all the comments as soon as I post this video. I've been slacking on that too. Like I said, life's been crazy. So bear with me, my dudes. I am trying to bring you the best as quick as I can. Until then, see you in the next one, and peace and love, fam.